What up, people of Internet Land?
Is that a word?
Internet Land.
I was going to say, yeah.
Oh, I thought you just
I've
missed
changed
off the
it.
last few words.
I thought I'd go with a slightly different approach to an intro.
Instead of the formal one we usually do.
You always go for a different approach.
Do I?
To how
Oh.
I do it. I always go, do my usual. Ant goes, good evening.
Yeah, I try and mix it up a little bit.
He
as
tries
well.
to be Stephen Fry.
Yeah. Only on one podcast I'll have you know.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah.
There is one, the Heavy Rain one you started with. He just went, Heavy Rain! Hello.
I don't remember.
You'll have to try and find it and show him.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
I'll show him the MP3 file. I won't play it.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
This is the MP3. Oh,
it
very
exists. Very nice.
nice. Okay. Yes, TOCA.
Yeah, so here we are. Well, you've ruined it now.
Notice whenever he starts, he always bastardises, doesn't he?
Go on.
No, it's fine.
Well, go on.
So, I was going to say...
Start again.
Yeah, alright. Good evening again, Internet Land.
Good evening.
We are 60-second retro gamer today, not the normal version of it.
Just today.
Just today. And joining me tonight are Mr. Pryor
Hello.
and Anthony,
Hello.
who is
I like
scum.
the fact I get the formal and he gets
Yeah, I
scum.
just get Anthony and scum.
Anthony's scum.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm...
I have known you for a very long time.
Yeah,
though,
I
so.
think, yeah, well, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And I am me. So thank you for listening to us.
Goodbye. Nah.
And tonight, as you've probably already guessed,
Sorry.
by a sudden intrusion, much like an unwanted fart.
That's him again, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
An unwanted fart.
It's
You are
slipped out
scum.
of
I had
Mr.
another unwanted
we're not talking about
analogy
that.
the other day, which I thought was quite funny.
I want to talk about TOCA.
About
He's
wanted,
trashing your review.
about as wanted as syphilis as an orgy, which I thought was quite funny. Carry on.
That doesn't make any sense. I wanted a syphilis as an orgy.
At an orgy, sorry.
Yeah, but you only
My
catch
words.
it afterwards. So.
And isn't it symptomless, so you wouldn't know?
Yeah.
What? Exactly.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Carry on. Do your
don't
review.
look up syphilis.
We are here tonight, or tomorrow,
Whenever.
this evening, morning, depending on the time of
This
day
moment
that you're
now.
listening to it, to talk
Noon.
about... Noon. Could be noon.
Actually, no.
What, as in Khan?
Noonian Singh. Yeah.
I've lost where I am. To talk about...
Sorry, I stand corrected. Syphilis does have symptoms. It's actually the primary stage. Classically presents with a single canker, which is a firm, painless, non-itchy skin ulceration,
Oh.
followed by a rash and cardiac symptoms.
I know people who've got exactly that. I should not be their friends anymore.
It can be effectively
Sorry,
treated with antibiotics and
Well.
intramuscular penicillin G.
Oh, right.
But yeah, carry on.
Cracking.
Sorry.
So, yeah.
Now that that's cleared up.
Yeah, I'm
TOCA.
glad. Yeah,
And
we're-
people listening were probably going, fuck is it, or isn't it?
Is it? Tank!
Yeah, so we're talking about one of my favourite racing games ever on the PlayStation 1, and that is TOCA Touring Cars, the very first one from way back in sort of 97, 98.
97.
Um,
November 97 in the
Yeah.
EU and 98 in North America. We got it first.
yep.
Cracking.
Probably
So-
because of Tiffany Dell. They needed,
Probably, yeah.
needed translating.
So yeah, what we decided to do was obviously review it, because that's what we do.
Yeah. Hello.
And I thought this would be a good one to go on, because it was one of the first games I ever had on my PlayStation. And to be perfectly honest, it's one of the best racing games I've ever played.
It looks, because we're watching some of the captured footage as we record, and it's it looks all right for the PlayStation.
Yeah, it
to be
hasn't
honest.
aged brilliantly.
I mean, if they upscaled this, it would look.
Yeah,
it would
but
probably
you
look
can
the
tell
part,
where
but-
we are. I mean, at the minute we're
Yeah.
driving around Donington. I've inputted a couple of cheat codes that I managed
Shooting
to
off
remember.
Yeah, shooting
from
off
back in the day, and I'm
missiles
hunting
from
down,
your tank.
I'm hunting down the back of the pack in my tank.
cheat mode enabled.
Yeah, courtesy of Mr. Tiffany Dell's lovely voiceover.
His dulcet tones.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's got dulcet tones.
No.
He's just got a distinctive voice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, obviously with a racing game, you get your usual options of time trial, single race, which is what I'm doing here.
That's
crashed
another
again.
tank, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my teammate.
Yeah.
I've given up. I'll start again. Not on the podcast.
Not the
race.
podcast.
The race.
We've already started.
Although
three
we
times.
may as well start again
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
Without the syphilis subject.
And obviously the main crux of the game is to take part in the championship.
Yes.
You can select your difficulty as we've got on there.
We've got a tank.
I've got a tank. I love being the tank.
Tank on easy.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
The thing is with TOCA is you can play as a tank and you don't actually have to race.
No.
You just lie in wait and blow people off the road.
Like a wily coyote or a
Yeah.
Dick Dastardly. Yeah.
Take your pick.
8 vehicles apparently.
Yeah, 8 vehicles.
The Honda Accord, Audi A4, the Vauxhall Vectra,
Yeah, 8 teams.
Volvo S40, the Ford Mondeo, Nissan Primera, Peugeot 406 and the Renault Laguna.
Yes, this was back
Laguna Matata.
This was back when TOCA was...
I love the delayed reaction. You fire a missile off, and then there's a break, and then they fly into the air.
It's the shockwave, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what gets you. This is back when TOCA, or the BTCC, was
That's 3.
actually really very good.
And the mid... what's his name? D. Warwick is out of the race.
Derek Warwick, he used to be in F1.
I was going to say
So
it was...
Gabriella Tarquini. Now, these are names from the past which should bring back, if you're a petrol head like me, should bring back...
And Ricard Rydell.
Ricard Rydell, the Swedish legend. He nearly crashed into an ambulance one race.
Oh, bloody
I
hell,
distinctly
And
remember that.
you've got Jason Plato and
Jason
Alan
Plato.
Menu or Menu?
Alain Menu.
Alan Menu.
He's a Swiss. The dirty Swiss.
They're not dirty, they're neutral.
Damn neutrals.
Your neutralness, it's a beige alert.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, the game also featured a pink Cadillac.
Yes, I did drive that around Lavaland, I believe.
Did you? Oh, Lava Land.
Yeah, that's a bonus
That's realistic,
track.
yeah.
Figure of 8 track in a touring car game, it's not going to end well.
Nah.
You know...
And lava.
And lava. I mean, I just love this game for the simple fact that the handling model was actually quite good. It would take a bit of getting used to again, having played so many brand new games on analog controls.
Well, they've adjusted the control systems now these days, haven't they? Back in these days, it was X.
Yeah, X to go forward.
And that's it.
I don't know what else there is to say about it. It's a racing game.
Yeah, racing game. You go around the track, you can unlock a tank. Tiffany Dell is on there.
Yeah, I'm driving the wrong way. You get some nice pre and post race analysis from Tiffany Dell.
Yeah, that's probably what sets it apart from its compatriots in the racing genre.
Yeah, you know, I think this was the best selling, almost realistic game to come out, racing game, until Gran Turismo came out. On the PlayStation, which is probably why I really liked it and didn't really get on so well with Gran Turismo, because you didn't have a tank that you could blow people off the track with. But I also like the fact that you get all the tracks from the classic series of the touring cars. So at the minute we're driving around Donington. I think they still go there. It depends if it's still a quagmire. As well as Snetterton, Alton Park. And amongst others.
What's
the full list, bro?
We've got Donington Grand Prix, Donington Park Grand Prix, Donington Park National, Silverstone International, Thruxton. That sounds like a disease.
Yeah, it does. To tie in nicely with the syphilis.
Yeah. Also sounding like a disease, Brands Hatch Indy.
Oh, Brands Hatch is cool. They used to race F1 there.
This also sounds like a disease. Alton Park Fosters.
Alton Park, yep.
There's also Croft, Snetterton, Knock Hill again,
Knock Hill, yeah.
And the bonus Lava Land.
Yeah, I mean these were tracks that obviously they used to, well, they still do race touring cars around, but touring cars these days are shit. I'm not going to lie, it's a shadow of its former self. This game captures perfectly, I think, what it was like to be in the crux of a BTCC race. The cars were very aggressive. John Bincliffe. Oh, these are people that I grew up watching on Saturday afternoons race around the car. No, not race around the car.
Race around the car.
Silly.
There's a car parked in the middle of the track and they're running around again.
I mean, everyone must know John Cleland.
No.
Was that just me?
Just you.
Just me.
In this room in particular, I mean, and...
this is all going fucking in one ear and out the other.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the graphics aren't all that these days.
No.
And
should we play a bit of the...
Yeah, let's have a bit of in-game sound.
This is with the tank.
This is the tank, yeah.
Shall I skip forward, actually?
If you want.
He's still with the
going
tank.
over a Robbie.
The qualifying round is just getting underway as we speak, so let's see how it goes.
He's not reading off a script at all, though, is he?
No. So here we are in the Peugeot 406 or 405. Racing around Donington, just gone round Redgate, coming up into the classic Kramer curves. It's where Senna was legendary in '93 in the West.
And yeah, there's just more of that basically.
Yeah. Oh,
I
spun it. I spun it. You missed the spin.
Shall I skip back?
You can skip back. This is what it sounds like to spin in a BTCC
Oh, my
car.
God.
Oh, you've gone too far.
Oh no.
Season round is just getting...
Here we go. So we're going
Let's
down
try that again.
Yeah, we're coming down through Kramer curves, sorry, not Kramer.
And Ayrton Senna, etc., etc.
And here I'm going to take the old hairpin perfectly. Oh no! I've spun off.
That was actually anticlimactic.
It was.
Yeah.
In all fairness.
Sorry. I think
Yeah.
I've let you all down.
that I was expecting something really epic then, and it was
Yeah,
like,
nah, it's
oh,
alright.
I always stopped.
I think this game also had the first use of in-cockpit with a steering wheel camera view. I don't think I actually drove on it because I'd much prefer bonnet cam
Yeah.
for my driving.
This
game.
doesn't work for me. I actually have to go for the
Behind-
third
The
person.
third person. You'd be quite. That's the only reason I got on with Colin McRae.
Yeah.
Rally. That's another one we should do at some point.
Yes.
Um,
We'll go through all the Colin McRae's.
Yeah. Was
Rally.
driving in third person.
Dirt.
There you go. I did do some in
Yeah.
car. So there you go. That was probably
And
revolutionary
gear
at the
changes as
time.
well.
Yeah.
Which is impressive.
I think the only other game that I know that had this was F197.
Oh,
because
is
you
that
had
Codemasters as well, or is
Yeah,
that?
No, it's Signosis that did
Ah,
it
so yeah, because F1 was taken over recently by
by Codemasters.
There
So,
we are.
Yeah, you know, I think for a slice of nostalgic racing, I don't think you can really go wrong with any of the TOCAs.
No, it's. I mean, we may review the later ones at some point.
TOCA 1 was really good, but then I really liked TOCA 2 as well because they properly expanded on everything and
Yeah,
included cars from other racing
it's that old.
series.
It's that old chestnut of video games where the sequels gradually get better, whereas in movies and so on, sequels gradually get worse.
Yeah. And what I
So-
also like about the to go back and touch on, you know, the actual main game itself, the championship mode, is that every car, I mentioned this in the review, every car has a sort of strength and a weakness, or a individual trait. I mean, you know, the Audis had 4-wheel drive but were perennially slow. The Peugeot, which is what I'm driving in now, was a new constructor at the time.
Right.
They'd only just entered into the BTCC. And the car was an underdog, but I think it actually won a few races in its first season. But the king of all the cars was the Renault Laguna. Plato and
Alain
Menu were the team to beat, and I think the Vauxhalls pushed them close, led by John Cleland, classic Scottish racer.
These names mean nothing to me.
And then you got the Fords, which I think were driven by Ricard Rydell. Unless he was in a Nissan. I think Anthony Reid was in the Nissan actually. But,
Anyway,
yeah, I don't think it was actually...
draw distance wise, I mean, this isn't too bad. The track is always spot on, and then the background information, which you don't necessarily need, that all sort of fills in, like the stands and the
I mean, code.
the signposts and everything.
Stand me corrected, but I don't believe Codemasters have actually made a bad racing game.
Yeah, if
I can't think of one. If you can, let us know.
Let Rich know, please.
And I'll review it.
Yeah.
What were they doing? My God, no! Because I really like their current stab at F1.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Really
From my brief sojourn with F1, I've thoroughly enjoyed them.
Yeah. And yeah, I think they obviously improved the formula a little bit when they did the next lot of touring cars for TOCA 2.
Yes.
So yeah, I can't recommend TOCA and highly enough if you're into your racing games. If not, then
Go and play something else.
you're dead to me.
That's covered everything. 3 games you would recommend if people like TOCA.
Gran Turismo. I
Yep.
think I mentioned.
TOCA 2.
Kart.
I think Mario Kart would be a good shot. I mean,
For a hardcore racing...
Yes.
you've got to have a kart racer.
Yeah. But if you're going to have a kart racer, there is only really Mario Kart. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, I think Mario Kart's
I
a
think
good shout.
we did have there was a real world kart racer game a while back for the PS1, I think,
Yes, that was.
which we owned for a bit. I don't know what happened to it.
And this is interesting. Sorry to go back and interrupt. But,
Yes,
watching
that's right. I've been
watching
doing it all day.
Yeah, I know.
Case in point now.
Yeah, I'm watching the qualifying lap again, and yeah, you get 3 stabs at qualifying. Well, yeah,
Stick the knife in him.
3 laps to improve on your time, and I just got held up by additional cars on the track, which is what would happen in real life. So that's a nice extra bit of realism.
A touche.
Yes.
Nice touche.
And a third game. F1 97. Fuck it.
Okay,
That's a quality game as well,
that'll do the trick.
especially with a steering wheel.
Yeah. Never
Loved it.
played any racing game with the steering wheel, I don't think.
It will blow your mind.
I think at some point, I don't think we've done it yet, but we'll need to do Nigel Mansell F1 for the SNES.
Yes, I think I remember that.
Because I love that game. Because at the time, I mean, it's off topic and we'll cover that in a later game, but I remember it being really good because you can see the reflection of the cars coming up behind you in your rearview mirror, which I thought was qualification over.
I mean, here's the case in point about the team: Alain Menu and Jason Plato in the Renault battering everybody.
Yeah. And there's
I've got a
Ready?
strong
Shh.
midfield position of 10th.
Ford Mondeo lurking at the back.
Considering that I haven't played this game for probably 10 years,
Yeah.
that's not a bad effort.
No.
So yeah, I love it, and I would heartily recommend to anyone.
Good. Now, if you want to get in touch, drop us an email, info@randomstoke.com. You can also get all the links to all of our pages, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. All of those are, and the WordPress blog as well that I write. They're all on randomstoke.com. And yeah, thank you for listening if you have been, and we'll be back next time. Goodbye. This has been a Random Stoke production. Please visit www.randomstoke.com for more.